And today's video is going to be a little bit different than anything I've shown you before, because in the group, the private group that I belong to on Facebook, the Creative Arts Collaboration, which is a group of artists and crafters, there's been a lot of questions about how to compress video files, how to save their videos in a smaller file format while maintaining the quality of the videos and get them to upload to YouTube faster and so forth. And because I do have a little experience at that, I was able to answer a lot of their questions. So that's what this video is about. So I was hoping that it would not only help my friends at the CAC, but also maybe a lot of you who are struggling with how to get your videos to save a little faster and to be smaller file sizes to upload to YouTube to make your life a little bit easier. So I hope that you find this video useful. Okay, once we've reached this point, I've got this is the video for my church, and I've got it completely edited. All the clips I wanted to remove, removed. All the annotations I wanted to make, they're all made. So now we're ready to save this video. So I'm going to go up here to this top right hand corner where it says publish and share, and I'm going to do the pull down menu, and I'm going to save it for computer. Now I know you get these other options of social websites and all that. Just ignore that. The best option I have found for saving these in getting a smaller file size and something that's going to upload to YouTube a lot easier is to go to this computer option here and select that. And here's where it gives you all the choices of the different types of video files you can save it. The first one is MPEG, and a lot of people use that. But I find that saves it in a bigger file size, and that it is compatible with YouTube, but you always get that message from YouTube that, you know, you need to change your video settings for better playback on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. So what I do is I'll scroll down to where it says Windows Media, and I select that. And then this is where it gives you the options of how to save it. And this is where I recommend you go and find out what your original video file sizes are, and you match this section to that, because that's going to give you the best quality playback, because it's going to match what your video files already are. So I know where my video files are located, so I'm going to go to that folder, and I would highly recommend that you have a consistent method of how you save your files, so that way you always know where they are and where to find them. So under my videos, in my videos file or library, I couldn't think of the word. In my videos library, I have a couple of different areas that I save. So this is for my craft videos that I do for my YouTube channel. These are the videos that I do for my church. This was some band videos for my son, some videos for my granddaughters, and then some videos for my son. So I have everything organized, so I always know where to find my raw video files, because I always save them to the appropriate folder. So this week's files are from February 21st. So here are my raw video files unedited, and this is where you can find out exactly what size your video files are, and that way you can match your settings when you save it to the same thing. It will save faster, and it will save with better clarity if you keep the video settings the same when you save them. So all you do is right click on one of them and choose properties, and this is where it shows you everything. I'm going to see if I can zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so go to the Details tab, and this is where it tells you exactly what size they are. So your frame, or in this case, my video file is 1440 by 1080. The bit rate is 12,268 kbs, that's kilobauds per second, and the frame rate is 29 frames per second, and the audio bit rate is 256 kbs at 48 kilohertz. So that is the camera that my church uses. This is the file settings for my church. So we're going to say OK and exit this. So what I'm going to do is come here and find, for Windows Media, I'm going to find the settings that are the closest to my raw video footage, which there aren't any terribly close. So I'm just going to choose the one at the top that has the 720 by 480 with the 29, the frame rate of 29. But then I'm going to click on Advanced right here, and let me turn the camera and zoom in so you can see that a little better. Okay, right here it says Advanced. If you click on that, then it shows you the very specific settings. Let me turn the camera again, I apologize. So I'm going to change these to match my original file size, a 1440 by 1080, and it's already got the frame rate at 29.97. Now we're going to say OK, but now I have to give it a name. So, and I already have this saved as something, but I'm just going to save it as example. So now, once you have saved your video settings, from now on when you come into Adobe Premiere Elements to save a video file, if you're using the same camera, then your settings should remain the same. If you're using different cameras, then you're going to have to change the settings per camera, and that might be how you save your, what name you use for your settings is based on your camera, like iPad or Sony camera, or whatever your specific camera may be. Okay, and then of course you would give your video a name, and then you would choose which video or which folder you want to save it in. So I'm going to save this one in the appropriate folder, and that's going to be my February 21st. I'm going to select that folder. So now you can see everything. The frame rate is set to the same as my original video, the frame size, the frame rate, and you can see right here this is a 42-minute or almost 43-minute, or right at 43-minute video, and right here you can see it's saving it at 614.77 MB, and that's megabytes. If I had saved this, I want to show you the difference. If I go back up here and I save it as an MPEG, and again choose the settings that are closest to, and I've already got them preset. I'm sorry, you can't see that. Okay, I've already got them preset to match my church's video. So if I choose an MPEG and I choose the file size, or the video size that matches my raw video footage, look at the difference. We went from 600 and some odd megabytes to 4,875 megabytes, which is about 4.8 gigs. So we went from a little over half of a gig to almost 5 gigs doing an MPEG instead of a WMV file. So from almost 5 gigabytes of data to 614 megabytes of data. That is a huge difference, and this is going to save much faster to YouTube than almost 5 gigabytes of data. So this is an easy way to compress your video files without losing quality, and still having it be HD. This is, you can purchase, or you can use free downloads of other software that will do this, that will compress your video files, but none of those are as easy, and you have to go through a second process, whereas this is one process and you're done. while you're saving your videos, it's also compressing them for you. So to me, this is the easiest way to get compressed video sizes that will upload to YouTube much faster when you're working within Adobe Premiere Elements. It really doesn't matter that much how small your video file is, unless it is only like a couple of minutes. If you have a video file that's 20, 30, 40 minutes, it is going to take some time for it to save. Now you're going to see that this time frame continues to go down. Right now it's showing that it's going to take over 5 hours for this video file to save. Actually, by the time it really analyzes the video, this is going to be more like 2.5 hours, but it is going to take at least 2 hours to save, a 30 or 40 minute long video. It's to do, I would say, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Then you're looking at under an hour to save your video file. Well, I sure hope you guys found that video useful. I hope that if you're using Adobe Premiere Elements, that it helps you to figure out what your original raw video file sizes are and how to match those settings to Adobe, so that when you save your video files, like I said, you maintain the quality of the video, but that you walk away with a video size that's a lot easier to upload to YouTube. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below or email me, and my email address is going to be in the description below. But please feel free to email me and ask me any questions. I'd be happy to answer them if I can. I'm not exactly a technical guru, and I don't claim to be. These are just the things that I've learned in my own journey of making videos and uploading them and so forth. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, you guys have a very blessed day. Bye now.